Pearl Harbor about government.
Yeah.
What about the 800-pound gorilla in the room? What about that fight you had in the bar, Jesse?
Stop talking about Lubas right in front of him like that. It's not right.
I think the idea of anarchism after what I've witnessed this last 3 years is ridiculous. Like we really do need a government for the people. And of course, it's like we're choosing this government, but we're not. It's all corrupt and deception and stolen. So everyone's misguided anyway. But I mean, it's
well, that's a hell of a
what would a just government look like to you?
That's a hell of a
hard hat.
to say that
you and Agenda 2030, of course, sir. CBDC.
I don't know
slave coin, sir.
I don't need
it.
What
Buddy's saying about the common law and stuff like this, that's 1,000%, yeah, that'd be great, right? But what we've seen is this fucking world is full of really dumb people that want help and need to be told what to do, literally.
Yep, a lot of them are on this panel regularly. Yep.
Yeah.
So let's stop having dumb
really
people.
Are. It's shocking.
Why don't we just stop having dumb people? It's not really that hard. It begins at home, man.
Wow.
Little children are going to be people.
Yeah.
And if you
got
deliver
CRISPR
them
now. We ain't gotta worry about
to
that.
the enemy to be indoctrinated, well, what do you expect, man? That's who they target.
Isn't that what small mustache guys
Hard
say?
hat.
We got CRISPR now. We ain't got to worry about all that. We can make our kids as smart as we want them with CRISPR.
CRISPR-Cas9, baby. Coming soon to a store near you.
So all I got to do is be smart.
Yeah,
I'm gonna work on that.
Well,
Where should I start?
Is it memorization and regurgitation of information? Is it garbage in and garbage out like a computer? Or are
I'm
you
just
able
gonna listen to
take
Thomas more
information and
He'll help
weave it
get me
into
smart.
cohesive thoughts? You know?
Lou Bass and Thomas are my new mentors. Will you guys help me?
No.
No.
Shit. Didn't work out well.
Honestly, you're the closest, Dick. You're the closest embodiment of what I want to, what I see for myself as far as what I aim to have a homestead.
Try to get up on our next Peniel.
I just want to be a dick grower. You know what I mean? I want to be a dick
leading the lost. We're both lost ships at sea, and we hitched our wagon to each other, and now we're just going to spin around in circles, spiraling down to the pits of hell.
That's called a circle jerk.
They say the sun walks on water, and so you have to rise above the Admiralty Maritime, get back in your Venus, no longer lost at sea.
Everybody else here. It's a short journey, here today, gone tomorrow, just a vapor, That's all we got. Little fractal.
If government disappeared tomorrow, hard hat, we'd have some bad actors, right? We'd have some people that definitely need a little, they need to be
regulated.
What's that?
Regulated.
You have some bad actors, but when you have a government, you're guaranteed back that bad actors. Once you allow a government to exist and employ a police force, you're guaranteed bad actors, when really we're supposed to, as men, as human beings, as men, we're supposed to be dealing with the problems with these bad actors on our own, individually, instead of being like, I'm going to call the cops to come stop this, bad thing that I'm seeing happening, and the cops are going to deal with it a certain way, and it's never going to be, as good as what the community would be able to do to enforce, something upon bad actors. But bad actors, real bad actors, like rapists and murderers, are a very small percentile. So when you justify employing a government with a police force, you're guaranteeing bad actors spread out across the entire country, when in reality, the real bad actors are very few and far between.
Mr. Ventura, it sounds like this man is advocating for bringing back the Wild West. What do you think?
I'd say there's a couple of punks out here I'd like to take out in the street.
I can elaborate.
Teach them a lesson, yep.
The Wild West was a myth, man. That shit never even really
it's
happened.
not what Jeffrey was saying. You guys totally
definitely
missed the point.
true. Wild West was an absolute myth. Native, like the Indians, red Indians, and then the Cowboys and Indians story. It was all BS. But if government,
you were saying we need to vote to
if justice-
defund the police, wasn't that what you were saying, Jeffrey?
if government disappeared tomorrow, all of our cities would it wouldn't be there would be some confusion, but all of our cities, the free market would take over, and they would likely become insurance-based cities, and you'd have different flavors. Instead of being forced how we have things now in a government, we have to do what they say. We have no choice. We can't opt out. If
you would have mass mayhem, you'd have blood everywhere. I mean, I'm not saying it wouldn't work out that way long term, but initially you would have a complete massacre.
I haven't even finished my sentence, bro. So stop. So insurance-based communities that you can basically pick your flavor of place to live, and you would go there, and you would apply to move into the place, and you'd be like, hey, and they'd be like, look, these are the rules, and you're going to pay $3 for insurance. This is the rule. Like if you kill someone, we're going to bill your insurance $1 million. Your insurance company is going to drop you, and you're no longer going to be able to live in this community. You're going to have to go live in a lesser community, and possibly the Badlands, where it would be like the Old West. But the free market will have far, far, far better solutions than government. The government system we have now, especially dealing with bad actors. And
after 90% of the people eat themselves
and how
alive.
we're all here for a reason, but you guys
I say
don't
we get
really
back to those
believe
days, though.
in the reason that you're here for.
Yeah, it needs to happen, but I mean,
We
let's
get
talk
back to
about
the
what
days
really
when
is going to go
punk
down.
Cowards run their mouth, and then when they don't do what they need to, there's consequences, right?
Yeah.
I like that. I like everyone being on the same standard, right? Everybody has to rise to the occasion and meet the challenge of life on life's terms. And if you fucking talk about shit and don't do it and live on it, then there's consequences, and everyone knows it. I like that idea, right? Then we can stop playing fucking ego games with each other and really get down to who and what we are and what we're here to do.
Yeah, the panacea nirvana is not going to manifest till, to be accurate and true about it, until there's massive bloodshed. I mean, when that shit breaks down,
you're assuming what would happen if that happened.
Well, you're also assuming what would happen after that happens.
You're assuming what would happen based on the idea that humanity is bad, and we would just go.
You think you're just going to pull the safety blanket and everybody's going to play nice in the sandbox?
No, an armed society.
That ain't how it's
an armed society is a polite society,
right, Dick? Laws are the only reasons we don't kill each other.
No, an armed society is a polite society.
Natural law, the law of the most high, the conscience that sears
I'm opting for an armed polite society, not a society
it's
where
not
we
carnal
leave
laws,
government.
carnal
Or
orders.
even, all right, so for example, in the prison system, no one has a gun.
One at a time, damn it.
I thought you guys were
and
like
anarchists. And you know that anybody would fold you in half if you fuck up, so you better be polite.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, someone get the hell out of here. It's not talking.
If something happened in front of you, wouldn't you be a better judge to deal with that bad actor than the government with their police that just come and kill everyone or throw everyone in jail and make everyone pay for it, so every victim is victimized twice? That's a better system to you?
If the government,
I don't know what you're saying. You're creating something. I don't know what you're creating.
Right? You have to pay. You have to pay to go to court. Then if that guy, if your assaulter goes to jail, you also have to pay
one at a time, fuckface,
to keep them in jail. Does that make sense to you?
You don't make sense to me. No, it doesn't make sense at all. I don't know what the fuck you're coming out of left field about this whole. You just made a story up, and I didn't say shit about it. I said about 4 words. An armed society is a polite society.
Thomas, not everything is about you.
So who are you fucking talking to?
No, it is. Maybe
that's dickless to you, Jeffrey. Now go ahead. Let me hear your point.
I just gave you my point.
I wasn't listening. I tuned you out. It was nonsense. But if you really want me to listen, I'll try harder.
Nonsense about it.
No,
what's your point? I missed it.
No offense, Jeff, but kind of what you're going off for me, I just call it.
Who's fucking reverbing? Who's reverbing?
Is that me?
Somebody is.
It's the 3,000.
No.
3,000.
Oh,
anyway, but all this talk about if we didn't have the government and the government disappeared, this is all fucking fantasy bullshit, wasted talk, because it'll never happen.
It only seems that way. It's cheap. It's pretty funny.
what
Okay,
we
so
need
the-
to do.
The people
is
that'll
each
never do anything
individually
really in their
find
lives
our little
think that
fucking
way.
peace on earth. Find our
So Hard
happiness
Hat
to
gave you
live
the
our
same
lives.
answer I did.
Come on,
Yeah,
guys,
you
one
guys
at
are
a
both,
time,
yeah.
man.
And what, you're appealing to your buddy over there, and you think you're right because
I'm
someone
saying
else
I didn't even have to
agreed
hear
with you?
your
Go in the
question, and you
chat,
had the
bro.
same answer I did for you, bud.
Yeah, and it's a bullshit
You
answer.
already know my position.
Oh, it's unrealistic, but it's super realistic.
very
to have
realistic.
give
It's
government
very
all the
realistic.
authority to do everything that they want.
It's
Hell
very
no. What are you
realistic, and it
talking
doesn't
about?
even happen. I'm just illustrating what would
I
actually
didn't know
take
I was on a
place.
panel with a bunch of fucking statists. It's crazy.
What would take place? Sorry, tell me
shit.
again. What would take
Objection.
place?
Jeffrey,
Ted?
watch your mouth.
Start calling us labels and names, putting us in
Who the fuck
boxes
told me to watch
because we
my
have
mouth?
opinions.
I did.
Are you crazy?
Your
So, Dick,
nemesis.
what would happen if
Your
the
nemesis
government
over
ended
here.
tomorrow?
You asking if someone's
You trying
crazy
to
because they told
violate
you to
my
watch your
right
mouth
to
online?
speak?
That's
On a
crazy.
panel
You have your pistol in a pouch, Jeff. Don't talk to me.
Oh, you're gonna use Paul's joke? You can't come up with something on your own?
It's not a
joke,
pouch.
that's a
It's a
truth.
purse.
Oh, my bad.
It's a pistol purse.
Sorry, Jeff.
And it's locked for everyone's safety. All
And
right.
it's pink.
And we're not getting into this again.
Coming from Mr. Anarchy.
If the government ended tomorrow, the only people that would need to be scared are the bad people.
That's
That
what I was
is
saying.
The rapists.
Exactly.
The,
So now you all fucking
the
agree when
thieves.
Lubass says it. You guys. Jesus Christ.
I've always called
You got your gun in a purse. You don't
arguing,
keep
Jeffrey?
that
Are you
thing
saying
on
we're
you.
not
You
right?
keep that
Yes.
thing behind
my
two
God.
fucking walls.
What?
I've always reserved my violence for fucking pedophiles.
That's right.
Not if you're paying taxes to a police force and you're saying that we need government to enforce a police force to control certain people.
You appeal to their
Definitely not
laws
what
and
you're
keep your
fucking
shit in a
saying.
purse.
I don't think anybody's saying that. I haven't
Oh,
heard
yeah,
anybody
dwell
here
on
say
a
anything
joke.
that's even
Dwell
remotely
on the
close to
joke
that.
comments. Come up with something fucking original.
Jeff,
That's
when are you
really
gonna
fucking
when's
to
your
the
voice
point.
gonna crack?
You're talking
Paul
about
used the
other
first
people following or not following the government, and you literally straight up had an argument with Paul about how you follow legal procedure, code, and statute. It's not the rules in California aren't too bad. I guess I just
No,
follow
Paul
them.
said I can't own a pistol
Is that your
in
Jeffrey impression?
California, and I
That was
corrected
your
him.
Jeffrey?
No, that's
You're
my
turning into
fucking
something
slave
else,
impression.
and you can't come up with something original.
Thomas
You're going
is
to
an
use
angry
a 2-week
person.
old joke that Paul used.
I'm not
Both of
trying
you
to be
don't have
angry.
shit.
I
You're
guess
using
maybe I am.
rehashed, regurgitated jokes as your arguments.
It's not a
And you can't
joke, and
come
it's
up
not
with anything
regurgitation.
original.
It's truth. Truth.
I just went 20
stands
minutes on
over
original
time.
thought.
Do you keep
on the
your gun in a
panel, and
purse?
you don't have
Do you
any
keep your gun in a
response.
purse?
Wrong.
Do you keep your
Oh,
gun
Jeff,
in a
when's the
purse?
last time you had a hot shower?
Do you keep your gun in a purse?
Okay, what
Don't
about
be
this?
rude.
I'll give you an original one, Jeffrey. All the
Thank
men
you,
in
keep that
California,
thing on
all the men
Thank
in
you,
California, all the men in California ask their wives to hold their
Fallacy
pistol
right there,
in
right
their
off the
purse.
bat. Your first opening sentence, all the men.
Here,
That's a
honey, hold my
fallacy.
pistol.
Hey,
in
Lou
your
Bass.
Anything you say after that is bullshit.
Hey, Lou ain't wrong.
All the men in California
What?
get their wives to hold
He
their
ain't
pistol
wrong.
in their purse.
He ain't wrong.
So we're
Do
not
you
having a
keep-
serious
My
conversation.
wife,
you
my
guys-
wife is the only one that can
You're gonna
legally
pull
purchase
You got a
Padini.
pistols.
firearm.
You're gonna all pull
He's just
Padini
talking
and
about
try
the
and
way
make
you can
jokes
legally
when I'm
hold it.
talking about something fucking serious.
The only way,
You
the
can all
only
act
way
like
that
you and
You got to
to
keep the magazine in the trunk, though, Lou, because you can't have it
use comedy
accessible.
as a
Right,
crutch
yeah.
instead
Keep the
of
whole thing
actually
in two
answering the
pieces,
question
ammo on the other side of the barrel.
and having like an actual thought instead of, oh, you wear a purse,
The bolt has to be on the roof.
Hey, Jeff, I think all that ink's gone to your
you
head.
have a man bun. Oh, I'm ad hominem attack this guy. I'm gonna try and, oh, he's got tattoos.
It's not an
Oh,
ad
you got
hominem.
tattoos. Look at you, you freak, you tweaker. Like, come on, guys. Come up with something fucking
Step it
better.
up, folks. Step it